They live in Mayberry. They love all things Mayberry. And when new folks visit, they fall in love, too. From the writer and director of Mayberry Man, a new series that celebrates the spirit of Mayberry. New characters. New stories. Same Mayberry spirit. Wholesome family entertainment, just like the good old days. Mayberry Man, the series.
And action.
It's something that continues that family-friendly, wholesome entertainment that hopefully you can enjoy as a family. And there's some great lessons and great stories and great characters that I think you'll be able to really just come alongside and watch these characters flourish, follow the story, and see where it ends.
I know there's other classic films like The Godfather and Apocalypse Now, but this is Mayberry Man, the series.
It's going to be an amazing show.
They're going to laugh and chuckle and have a good time.
Small town life, small town characters, the humor in the small things that people do every day, and the love they have for one another. And that is the star. Not a script, not a set, not a bedazzling special effect, but the people. And that is something that I think, we need to get back to, is the importance of people, just the love of people. And this does that.
I just hope that everyone falls in love with this project like I did, and that we can continue to make family-friendly entertainment that's obviously much needed.
I guarantee this, if you love the Andy Griffith Show, you're going to love Mayberry Man.
And welcome, folks, to another Wednesday Night Live with Mayberry Man. And Alan, thank you again for joining me. You seem to be the permanent co-host now.
That's all right. I enjoy it. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so tonight we have a special guest. I put up this thumbnail of Mayor Pike, colorized version, just to kind of switch things up a little bit, because we're going to have Mayor Pike tribute artist Eric Lowry join us in just a moment. But before we do that, I just wanted to give a quick update. Mayberry Man, the series, is continuing to release an episode each week on Up, Faith, and Family. I think episode 4 is out now. So next week, all 5 episodes will be out. So for those of you who've been holding out, right, Alan? If
that's right,
you've given us tip on your podcast, right?
That's right. Yeah, if you've been holding out to try to watch them all as a binge, next week is your week. So you go out there and sign up for the streaming service. You'll be able to watch all 5 episodes, and hopefully you'll enjoy the streaming service. But if you don't, you get the free week, and you can still partake of Mayberry Man, the series. And it's going good. I mean, I watched it. I've been watching it when it's coming out. So I believe it or not, I don't remember everything that happened in it. So it's kind of fun to watch.
Yeah. And just as a reminder, this is on Facebook for the ads they've been running for it. The this is what people have been saying. Viewers are excited to watch the new series Mayberry Man, praising its wholesome family entertainment and nostalgic value. And so lots of good comments. We tried to clear up a lot of the confusion last week. It's not about Mount Airy. Obviously we shot some scenes in Mount Airy.
Right.
Mayberry Man does not take place in Mount Airy. It takes place in a fictitious Mayberry. And what was your description, Alan? How did you describe?
It is based on the fictional town of Mayberry from the Andy Griffith Show. And it is the fictional town of Mayberry where we live that the original fictitious town was based on.
You're gonna have to draw out
super clear. Yeah, I think there's a diagram that has to go with that, so you can make it out.
So I did see on social media that Ashley, who plays Kate, Ashley Lane, is on location shooting a new film.
She is
with, I guess, some hunky guy named Trevor Donovan, who's a popular Hallmark star.
He is. My wife recognized him immediately and is excited about this.
She's roughing it out there. I don't know. They're building log cabins and stuff, and I think they're in Montana, maybe.
Yeah.
But I guess C. Thomas Howell is also in this film, which I thought was interesting because my dad, Hoke Howell, used to occasionally get asked, is C. Thomas Howell your son? Being an actor and the same last name. So, but evidently he's in it as well. So you don't have to necessarily sign up for Up Faith and Family to see the Mayberry Man the series if you're in the Indiana area, because we'll be screening it at Mayberry Comes to Scottsburg. So I'm going to invite on the ringmaster of the Mayberry Comes to Scottsburg event, and it's the Mayor Pike, Eric Lowry. How are you, Eric?
Good evening, gentlemen. Boy, that's a great ringmaster, because it does kind of feel like a circus around here when everybody's in town. That's probably the best term I've been called yet for this project.
Well, I know you've got to be spinning so many plates. We don't want to keep you too long, but I did want to give you a chance to come on and say hi. And for those who aren't familiar with Eric Lowry, he was how long you've been doing Mayor Pike, Eric?
Somebody asked me the other day, and I had to go back and think and look at some things. I think the first event I actually did as Mayor Pike was in 2009. So coming on 15 years. Wow. Hard to believe, isn't it, Alan?
It is. It is. So you and Christy started about the same time.
Just about. Yeah.
About a year apart, I think.
I went to my first Mayberry event in 2002, I think.
And so
before that, I didn't even know there were such things. I hadn't heard of Mayberry Days. I didn't know about any of that. Right. Until they had the first Mayberry in the Midwest in Newcastle, Indiana, which I think was 2002.
Wow. Yes. I mentioned Christy. That's Christy McClendon. She does Charlene with us. And, but yeah, Eric and you guys have been a great addition, coming in here to all these Mayberry events and just making people laugh and smile and have a great time. And so it's hard for me to believe how long it has been, but then again, it seems like you've been doing this forever with me. I really appreciate, your mayor to my Floyd.
We've had a lot of fun, haven't we? I tell you, you can see I've been out in the sun today. It's a little warm here in Indiana, and it's a little bit. Somebody said that today looks like ants running out of an anthill. We've got folks running all over town, getting prepared for this weekend. It really is going to be so much fun. So I've just kind of come in from being out in the heat all day.
Absolutely. So I wanted to share a scene from the movie first, because you played a unique role in Mayberry Man, the movie, because you're not a Mayberry citizen necessarily in that. So I'm going to play, we see you first in the opening scene of the movie where you're playing the judge in a Georgia courtroom who sentences Chris Stone, the lead character, to spend a week at a Mayberry festival, Mayberry Fest. And then I've also included a clip of you as Mayor Pike once you're at the festival. So that's the connection for people if you haven't seen the movie.
A little schizophrenic.
The judge is a tribute artist, and that's why he's sentencing Chris Stone. So let's take a quick look.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Calling the case for the people of the state of Georgia versus Mr. Christopher Stone.
Mr. Stone is represented by his attorney, Mr. Aidman.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mr. Stone, you're charged with a violation of Section 40-6-181 of the Georgia Legal Code.
You were observed driving 105 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone.
And you were also seen in front of City Hall picking peaches off of Peachtree City's honorary peach tree.
Hey, Mayor Pike! Hey, I got somebody wants you to meet. Mayor Pike, Chris Stone. Mayor Pike.
Good morning, Mr. Stone. I'm so glad you're here.
Your Honor.
Here, just call me Mayor.
Of course.
Juanita, come, Juanita. This is Chris Stone.
Flow gently, sweet Efton, among thy green braes. Flow gently.
Can I have all the talent? Please move on to the stage. We're about ready to start.
Thy praise, my Mary, dear sleep by the murmuring stream. By the murmuring stream. Flow
Juanita, come on, Juanita, come to the stage. It's time to go to the stage.
Speaking of Christy, that was her right there. That was Christy.
Yeah, I know you talked about her on the podcast Monday, so I figured I'd include the rest of her bit in there too. So you guys need to recreate that bit at one of these festivals.
Well, that may or may not be happening this weekend. that is part of our plan. Yes.
Nice. So for folks who will make it to Scottsburg, let me just a quick reminder. We've been, promoting the heck out of this, but you never know who's watching. They may not be aware. This weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's Mayberry Comes to Scottsburg. It's now the premier Mayberry Festival in the Midwest. It's 3 jam-packed days with just all kinds of special guests, the kind of guests that show up at Mayberry Days, right? So this is like, all the tribute artists, all kinds of shows and concerts and all sorts of stuff. You've really done a great job, Eric, and we're looking for a bigger and better experience this weekend. I mean, last year was the first year, and that was a big success. So
we've been very fortunate to have great support in the community. All our local governments, county and cities have been behind us. Many of our volunteer organizations have been excited about it. The Mayberry community, of course, has really come together around this. Our tribute artists, they just love to get a chance to be tribute artists, so they'll come almost anywhere, but they got so excited about this possibility. And we have a Mayberry family. Many of you are watching today who come to these things, and they just pitch in and they help. A few started arriving as early as today here in town. And so, we who love the Andy Griffith Show and love Mayberry, it doesn't take very much to encourage us to get together. And so we had this opportunity to create a festival here in Southern Indiana. And as you mentioned, Court, last year, the first year of anything can be kind of difficult, but we were so pleased at how it went and how well it went and how much people enjoyed it. And so the second year, we tried to make it a little bit bigger and better. And we think we have. We may have bit off a little more than we can chew. I don't know. We'll find out over the next couple of days. But we have a big weekend planned here in Scottsburg, Indiana.
So a couple of Mayberry Man activities are happening. So Saturday, we're actually screening the series, Mayberry Man, the series, all 5 episodes. So if you haven't seen it and you're going to be at the festival, you'll be able to watch it in its entirety, even before it streams on Up Faith and Family. So we'll have all 5 episodes.
Excuse me there, Cor. We're screening it at the beautiful Ross Theater on the square in Scottsburg. It's not just like you can download it on your computer or watch it on the TV. Right. It's on the big screen.
It plays like a movie in the theater with a big crowd, and then we're going to have a meet and greet afterward, and all these faces you see at the bottom. Brett Varvel's going to be there, of course. Alan and Rick as Floyd and Barney. Karen Knotts and Ronnie Shell will be in town. Chris Bowman, Reggie and Rayfield. You can always count on them.
The 2 biggest stars of the show, Reggie and Rayfield.
Yeah. Well, they're going to have their own spinoff eventually, I'm sure. And then I'll be there. Stark's not going to make it into town, but I'm only a couple hours away, so I will be there for the weekend and be there, and we'll do a little meet and greet afterward. And I was just checking on my phone that the location of the DVDs. So if you're a backer, you're an Indiegogo backer, and your package included DVDs, they made it out of Michigan. And it looks like they went through Indiana, and that they're now in Kentucky. But they're supposed to arrive tomorrow. So
wonderful.
So hopefully I'll have some of those to distribute to those folks. And then we might have a few. We didn't order a bunch like we did last time where we're going to be selling DVDs. We're not really kind of doing that because we're still kind of in the distribution process. But you never know. You might be able to twist my arm and get me to sell a few if we have extras on hand. So
that's right.
But so that's exciting. And then Sunday, the movie, the Mayberry Man movie, wraps up the whole weekend, right, Eric?
That really is kind of the capper of the whole weekend. To be able again to see the movie on the big screen with Mayberry fans, there's no experience like it. It's a wonderful movie to see anywhere, but if you haven't yet seen it on a theater, and I don't know how many more times it's going to actually be shown in a theater, Cord. It's not going to happen that many more times, and so this is a great opportunity to see it in a beautiful old historic theater, and see it there on the big screen and really experience it like movies should be, in my opinion. So, yeah.
Well, and let's be honest. Your big role is in the movie. I do have a.
It's true. Yeah. My whole 2.5 minutes are in the movie, and my 45 seconds are in the series. But hey, I'm tickled just to have been a part of it all.
You set the entire tone of the movie right there at the beginning. So yeah, you did a great job.
Well, we often talk about it. It's like, you don't have any acting experience per se, at least not film acting, and if you didn't deliver the goods in that opening scene, we would have been in deep trouble in that movie. So,
well, we've talked about it. We all walked in that first day. Alan and I both were saying, I hope we can watch a few scenes and watch some things happen before we have to do anything, because we've never done this before. And what happens? Oh, by the way, we're filming that courtroom scene first. Oh, great. But between Court and Stark and the team who was able to, help guide us through, this is what's going to happen. This is how it's going to work. This is what we need you to do. And, they were very quick to put us at ease, put me at ease, and I owe anything that happened to that to their ability to help me do what I needed to do.
All right. But fortunately, the judge from Georgia does make it back to Mayberry for Mayberry Man, the series. So let's see a quick clip from the series.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mayor Pike.
I might play a TV mayor when I'm up here on the stage. I want you folks to know something. If I had to pick a real town to be mayor of, I couldn't think of a better town than Mayberry.
Well, thank you, Mayor. You got my vote. Yeah.
So folks, don't show up late to the series screening.
Right. Well, he's at the end too.
He doesn't get. You don't have to get.
I don't have a line at the end, though. I think you can see me, but I don't think I have a line at the end.
Yeah.
But I think it's the perfect setup. You're going to retire from being a judge. You're going to move to Mayberry and run for mayor. That's the setup is there.
Great. Yeah.
That is a really good story right there.
Yeah, there you go. That's you heard it here first, folks.
That's right.
So we got to move a lot of people to Mayberry because some of our favorite characters aren't necessarily.
Well, the mayor. My theory is he's from Mayberry. He lives in Georgia now as a lawyer, as a judge and a lawyer, but he's wanting to move back to town, just like Andy did. On the return to Mayberry, he came back.
Storyline sound familiar?
There you go. There you are. Thank you very much. That's my theory.
Got it. Makes sense. It makes sense.
So he can run. Yeah.
Anything else? Any other events? There's so many. I don't know if we can go through them all, Eric, for this weekend. But any shows you want to just draw people attention to? Are we getting close to selling out any of them? Do you need someone to go buy their tickets right now so they don't miss out?
Yeah, tickets are really starting to move this week. People, I think, maybe we're just waiting to see about the weather, their travel plans, what have you. But these last few days, we've really started to see ticket sales pick up. I will precede all of this by saying Mayberry comes to Scottsburg.com is our website, and it has all the information, and you can get all the details. But we've got great shows. I'll try to run through highlights really quickly. For you who are going to be in the area, Friday's Family Fun Day is a great day in the park, and we've got all kind of Mayberry activities taking place, lots of things, fun things for the kids. And Friday night is our VIP dinner and auction. And that really is the big kickoff for the weekend. All of the tributes are there. The celebrities are there. We have wonderful food, have little shows and entertainment, get to meet and rub elbows with all our celebrities. And the auction is a big part of the fundraising and helping us to keep going. So that's an important part of the weekend, and it's really a not miss. But coming up then on Saturday, we've got shows with the Dillards, which is, again, Rodney doesn't travel all that much anymore. He's the last of the Dillards, but he puts on an unbelievable show. And this is, again, one of those rare chances to see Rodney Dillard and the Dillard Band live and in person. And if you've not seen them, and even if you have, you definitely don't want to miss that. And then Saturday night, we wrap up again with another great musical event. Keith Thibodeau, as we all know, Johnny Paul Jason, is also a member of a band called David and the Giants. They're a fantastic Christian rock band, been around since the 70s. And they are wrapping up Saturday night with a live concert. And this is a fundraiser. We're going to be asking folks to donate. Part of what we do at Mayberry Comes to Scottsburg is we give back to the community and we support other community efforts. And so we're going to be raising funds for community ministries. The concert is free to get in, and you don't have to give anything, but we'd love for you to be able to help us support other really worthwhile things happening in our community. And on Sunday, we already talked a little bit about the movies and the series, but Ronnie Shell will be here doing a one-man show. And, he is a guy that has been everywhere, done anything. Anybody who is anybody in show business, Ronnie Shell's worked with them. And, of course, he's just a legend in his own right. And it's a great show. You won't want to miss him. And Karen Knotts is also doing a one-person show there on Sunday. And she just does a great job. She's hilarious. She tells wonderful stories about her dad and her family in her own way. And she does her own kind of stand-up work. She's fantastic. You won't want to miss her either. And Sunday, we have a car show around the square. Classic car show. Last year, even in the rain, we had 60-some cars. And I'm being told by our organizers that we can expect anywhere between 150 and 200 classic cars around the square, plus all of the other fun stuff that we're doing.
And that's going to be around the town square, right?
Around the Scottsburg Square. Everything's happening there on the weekend. We've got Aunt Bee's pickle contest. We've got Aunt Bee's pie contest. We've got Opie lookalike contests. We've just got so much fun packed into this year that, and I think folks are going to love it. And on Sunday morning, for those of you that are inclined, we start off the day with a chapel service there on the square. And that's always a wonderful time to get together and kind of, for those who are away from home and but would still like a chance to worship. But we do that, and that's a lot of great times there too. So super weekend plan. Mayberry Comes to Scottsburg.com and get all the details.
Yeah, and you did kind of skip over on Saturday is when
you're right.
With Opie's Pals.
It's hard to remember all these things. This is going to be a very special event. There they are. Howie Pruitt and Johnny Paul Jason. These guys, Dennis Rush and Keith Thibodeau, were made up the Three Musketeers, if you will, with Ron Howard and Opie there. Those guys did many episodes together. Some of the really great episodes that are our favorites, in the Mayberry community. And they'll be doing an interview series. Randy Turner, the outstanding Mayberry author, will be moderating a discussion between those guys. and they'll tell a lot about their own histories in acting and their experiences on the Andy Griffith Show. That is also a must see. That doesn't happen every day either. So, there's so much happening. I don't know if you're a Mayberry fan within anywhere near Scottsburg, Indiana, why you wouldn't be here this weekend.
Amen.
Well, and Randy did that with Karen Knotts and Dixie Griffith last year.
Good, yes.
What a wonderful job he did with that. He comes prepared. He does his research. And boy, I heard stories I'd never heard. And I've hung out with Karen and Dixie through doing this film and the series and all that stuff. So really good stuff. So I'm sure he's going to get some wonderful stories from Keith and Dennis.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's more tribute artists that are going to be there dressed up as characters from the Andy Griffith Show than you can shake a stick at. There's a bunch of us going to be around.
You will really feel like you're in the middle of an Andy Griffith Show episode. Every corner you turn, no question about it.
Yeah, and Chris Stone's going to be there too. So just so you know, so we're covered it all covered. We got
we got from one end
the series, the Andy Griffith Show itself. Wow, it's going to be a really great weekend. I'm looking forward to it.
And a lot of those shows are going to be right there in the Ross Theater on the square, which looking at the forecast, it's a great excuse to get out of the heat.
Inside, yes.
One other show is Murder in Coweta County with Dick Atkins. That's always a good film and a different look at Andy Griffith, and also stars Johnny Cash. So when you're out there at the car show and you just got to beat the heat for 90 minutes or so, pop in for one of the movies or the show or whatever. So.
Yeah, we've got a lot of great shops and restaurants around the square as well. And so there's going to be plenty of opportunity to sneak in, cool off a little bit, and then come back out and, enjoy all the rest of the activities.
Right.
All right. Well, Eric, I'm going to let you go so that you can do all this other work that you have to do.
I have a whole list of things I still have to finish tonight. So absolutely. Well, thanks for having me come on. Always great to see you guys. And we're really looking forward to seeing everybody come to Mayberry Comes to Scottsburg this weekend.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you soon.
Thanks for all the work you've been doing too, Eric. It's a lot of work putting these shows together, and we the Mayberry fans, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Eric. All right. So should be an action-packed weekend again. If you can't make it, sorry that we've been harping on it, but it's just such a great event. And if you were on the fence, I would say do it.
Come on out. Yeah, last year was so good. It was the first year that they had done it. And definitely come out and see it. We had said if you've not seen the movie or the series, make sure, if you've seen it, still come and watch it, because it's really fun to watch with people. It really is. It's a lot of fun to watch them. There's just so much going on this weekend. There's going to be another Floyd. There'll be me and another Floyd. So the first Floyd, he will be there or wandering around. I've heard this weekend as well. So there's going to be tribute artists for and Reggie and Rayfield will be there. It's going to be packed.
And Dixie the Praying Dog.
I don't know if they're going to be selling corn or not, but they might have corn for sale, because I heard some of it had been eaten by some squirrels, and they're going to sell it.
Well, I think they're probably bringing the damaged corn with them.
Yeah. They'll sell it at a reduced price, at least not full price.
All right. So I have, every week I like to share some of the YouTube shorts that we've been doing. And, we have so many holidays in June that we haven't really acknowledged yet. So I pulled a few just to acknowledge the holidays. I'm not going to go into detail. You can read into it if you want, but these inspired by some of the June holidays.
All right, let's see them. All right.
There's Dud.
Sheriff Taylor, I'm Flip Conroy.
I'm so gay, I'm not so gay. Hey!
Welcome to the gay, carefree camp of the gypsies.
So,
wow.
So I had some fun with the music on.
Conroy can play that piano, man. Wow. He's getting all
We're getting
kinds of
comments about how he can get drum sounds out of that. He can.
That's
get bass.
amazing. Yeah, that's great.
So, as I always say, it's like we try to have a little twist to a lot of those clips, and that idea came to me, and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna try that. And
that was funny. I like that.
It also stimulates more engagement on the platform because people are like, that's not the song he played.
Well, you've done a great job with those videos. I have really been enjoying them. I know we've talked about them on here before, and I've said that before, but I keep going through and trying to make sure I haven't missed one because there's a lot of those shorts, and I keep trying to scroll through all of them, flipping up with my finger and watching them all. They're great, man. They are so fun for me to watch because it's like something new, and it's so fun to see.
Well, we try to keep it interesting, and boy, they've been getting, like, I think that Flip Conway clip has like 28,000 views today.
Hey, wow. Today. That's awesome.
So somebody's watching them. So we got to keep making them.
Yeah, that's great.
But hopefully you can join us at Mayberry Comes to Scottsburg. If not, we're still working behind the scenes on other distribution methods for the series. A lot of people, I can't subscribe to another platform. Totally understand. Also good news for our backers. Basically, I think all of our backers, the Indiegogo backers of the series, do get the digital download, and that is keyed up and ready to go. Queued up and ready to go. As soon as the last episode airs on Up Faith and Family, we will be getting links out for that, so then you can stream it on demand on your own.
Nice.
And so everybody will get access to watch the series, so you don't have to go. If you can wait another week and you're a backer, you'll get that link, and it's the same system that we did for the movie. If you did it last year, not everybody redeems that, but a lot of people did. So it's the same process. And if you already have an account set up on that system, then it should be easy.
Cool.
So you'll get a link. You click on the link and you claim it, basically, and it's free. So, all right. Well, Alan, thanks for joining me. I know you're heading out to Scottsburg, so I won't keep
heading
you
up there
either.
tomorrow. Yep, I'll be heading that direction. And if you guys are there, definitely come up to Floyd. I'll give you a haircut, show you my cat pictures. There's lots of, I can do. We'll be there, so it'll be good to see you, and definitely come up and say hey. We'd appreciate that. And I'll trim you up because I'm sure you look a little shaggy somewhere there.
I could definitely use a trim. It's definitely shaggy. So, all right. Thanks, Alan. Thanks, everybody.
Hey, listen, if you like that video, there's going to be plenty more right here at Mayberry Man. And make sure you push that button that says like, because without that, the producer's got nothing.
If you want more videos about The Andy Griffith Show, be sure to hit subscribe and click that little bell icon so you're notified whenever we post a new video. Thanks for watching.
Come on, baby.